Chrisley Knows best fans know that Nanny Faye Chrisley is feisty. Not only that, but it seems like her antics don't amuse her son Todd Chrisley a lot of the time. Please keep reading to discover why Nanny Faye doing Christmas her way isn't amusing for Todd. Todd and Julie Chrisley spill all the details on what's happening this Christmas to E! News. In the exclusive interview, fans learn that Julie and Nanny Faye's styles clash when it comes to Christmas. This may come as a surprise to some since Todd's two leading ladies seem to get along great in Chrisley Knows Best. From the sounds of the interview, it seems like Julie Chrisley always hosts Christmas. She's even described as a Christmas fanatic and tree connoisseur. One of the stories Todd and Julie recount is how on November 1, every year, no less than half a dozen Christmas trees go up. This is one of the ways that Julie and her mother-in-law vary. E! News describes the women's styles as couture versus kitsch. So, why are the Chrisleys talking about this? The festive differences between Todd Chrisley's wife and his mother come up because things are going to be a little bit different this year. Nanny Faye has decided that she's going to host the Chrisley Christmas. The Chrisley Knows Best patriarch explains why his mother's decision to host Christmas is difficult for him. From the sounds of it, nostalgia has a part to play in Nanny's decision. Todd recollects how Christmas was always a big deal growing up. Todd's reservations come from the fact that his mother is older and he doesn't want there to be a burden on her. He says, "I want us to do the heavy lifting." Not only does Nanny Faye object to her son and his wife hosting Christmas, but according to Todd, she says, "No, I want to do Christmas. I want to do it my way." Not only does Todd Chrisley not want his mother to do the heavy lifting, but he explains a Nanny Faye Christmas isn't what his kids are used to. He says, "This tree is going to look like a damn Charlie Brown Christmas tree, and that's not what my kids have grown up with." Chrisley fans can see this all unfold during their family holiday special, A Very Chrisley Christmas on Thursday, December 16, 2021. What do you think about Nanny Faye Chrisley hosting Christmas? Do you think it will be as bad as Todd thinks it will be? Please share your thoughts with us in the comments section below. Make sure to come back to TV shows Ace for more Chrisley Knows Best news. Don't forget, the Chrisleys have a new time. Tune in to USA Network Thursday nights at 7:30/8:30 key for a new episode of Chrisley Knows Best. It was the first week of December, and the Chrisley house looked like it had been professionally decked by a team of North Pole designers flown in on Santa's private sleigh. Every pine-scented garland, every glitter-drenched bauble, every symmetrical ribbon was placed with obsessive precision, by order of none other than Todd Chrisley himself. "You know, I don't do chaos during Christmas," Todd announced to household, smoothing out a red velvet runner on the grand dining room table, as if it were a priceless relic. Savannah rolled her eyes from the couch, sipping peppermint mocha. "We know, Dad. You're more holiday museum than holiday magic." "Exactly." Todd beamed, missing the sarcasm entirely. But while Todd had curated a winter wonderland inside the mansion, a wild card loomed in the background. One wearing bedazzled reindeer antlers and sipping spiked eggnog at 10 a.m. Nanny Faye. "I tell you what," she declared, slapping her knee as she flipped through the QVC Christmas special. "This year, I'm doing Christmas my way. None of that uptight, matchy-matchy, Pinterest-perfect nonsense. I want blow-up Santas, fried turkey, and scratch-offs in everybody's stocking." From the kitchen, Todd froze. "You are not turning my house into a Dollar General circus, Mama." Nanny Faye smirked. "Oh, honey, we ain't staying here. I rented a cabin up in Gatlinburg. Got a hot tub, 4 bedrooms, and a 6-foot inflatable elf. Pack your bags, sugar. Christmas is moving to the mountains." Todd's mouth dropped open. "Absolutely not. Christmas is here, where I can control the theme, the scent profile, and the playlist. You can stay here and listen to Kenny G all alone," Nanny Faye snapped. "But the rest of us are heading to the hills for some real holiday fun." Chase, ever the opportunist, perked up. "Did you say hot tub?" "Sure did, baby," Nanny Faye said, tossing him a pair of light-up Santa glasses. And I'm bringing my karaoke machine. 3 days later, Nanny Faye's Christmas coup was in full swing. The Gatlinburg cabin sat nestled among snow-dusted pines, decked in multicolored lights that blinked like a Vegas slot machine. 2 plastic reindeer and a deflated Frosty the Snowman lay in the front yard, surrounded by the faint smell of pork rinds and anticipation. Inside, the decor was a fever dream. A tree covered in tinsel, popcorn strings, and candy canes leaned slightly to the left. Mismatched stockings hung from the fireplace mantel, one with a rhinestone-studded F that rotated colors every few seconds. "Now this is Christmas," Nanny Faye said, standing in the middle of the chaos, arms outstretched like a redneck Martha Stewart. "I've got mulled wine in the crockpot, Dolly Parton on the record player, and we're gonna watch Die Hard tonight." Savannah snorted. "Mom would have loved this." Todd walked in behind her, arms crossed and lips pursed so tightly it looked like he was trying to swallow his own disapproval. He hadn't wanted to come, but Julie had whispered to him on the phone, "Let her have this, Todd. It's Christmas." "I feel like I've stepped into a Cracker Barrel that exploded," Todd muttered. "Well, bless your bougie little heart," Nanny Faye replied, unbothered. "You look like you're fixin' to file a complaint with the HOA. I might." That night, the family gathered around the table for dinner. Nanny Faye had cooked a full Southern spread, deep-fried turkey, macaroni, and cheese with extra Velveeta, green bean casserole with crushed Ritz on top, and something she called Christmas slaw, which looked suspiciously like coleslaw mixed with red and green Jell-O. Todd poked at it. "Is this moving?" "Just the Jell-O, baby," Nanny Faye said cheerily. "Adds a little jingle to your digestion." Dinner was loud and messy and filled with belly laughs and second helpings. Even Todd, begrudgingly, asked for more mac and cheese. Then came karaoke. "Ladies and gents," Nanny Faye announced, donning a feather bow and holding a remote like a Grammy Award. "This one's for all the holiday heartbreakers out there." She launched into a rendition of Blue Christmas that was more Elvis meets truck stop diva than anything else. Chase followed with an off-key "Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer," and Savannah and Grayson harmonized badly to "All I Want for Christmas Is You." Todd sat in the corner, arms folded, watching his family go absolutely off the rails. "This is not dignified," he whispered to himself. Nanny Faye sauntered over, plopped into his lap, and sloshed a bit of eggnog onto his designer sweater. "Loosen up, Sugarplum. You're tighter than a drum. I just don't understand why we couldn't celebrate at home like civilized people." "Because Christmas ain't about table runners and matching napkin rings. It's about joy. And this is joy, whether you like it or not." By Christmas Eve, something had shifted. Todd still muttered about garland placement and candle scents, but he was the one who suggested building a gingerbread house, even if it was structurally unsound. He even laughed when Grayson made a Chrisley Christmas Gone Wild snowman, complete with sunglasses and a tiny wine bottle. That night, they all sat in the hot tub under the stars, steam rising around them like the spirit of the holidays itself. All right, Todd finally admitted, looking at the blinking inflatable elf nearby. "This has been not entirely horrifying." Nanny Faye raised her solo cup in triumph. "I'll take that as a win. Don't let it go to your head. You already know it has." Christmas morning arrived with a bang, literally. Chase had set off a questionable festive fireworks display that singed a section of the yard. "Cole lights fireworks at 7 in the morning." Todd yelled, wearing plaid pajamas and clutching his espresso like a lifeline. "Merry Christmas," Chase shouted, as a rogue spark landed dangerously close to Frosty. Inside, the family exchanged presents. Nanny Faye gifted everyone lottery tickets and matching fleece onesies with their names embroidered in glitter thread. Todd, to everyone's shock, had brought a gift for Nanny Faye, a crystal ornament shaped like a wine glass, engraved with Queen of Christmas Chaos. "I had it custom-made," he said, placing it gently in her hand. "Because, well, you earned it." Nanny Faye looked at him, her eyes softening. Now don't go making me cry on Christmas, Toddy. He smirked. Lord forbid you show emotions that aren't sassy. She pulled him into a tight hug, nearly knocking the ornament from his grasp. I love you, Mama, he said into her shoulder. I know, baby, and I love you, even when you act like a Christmas drill sergeant. By the end of the day, the cabin was a mess of wrapping paper, cookie crumbs, and contented sighs. The TV played National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation in the background, and the scent of pine, gingerbread, and questionable eggnog lingered in the air. Todd sat back on the couch, Savannah curled up next to him, both wrapped in their onesies. You know, he said, half to himself, maybe Christmas doesn't have to be perfect to be perfect. Savannah smiled. That's the spirit, Clark Griswold.